Well, welcome everybody. My name is Tabitha Schober and I'm Hugh's advisor. And I'm just going to quickly go through what to expect for the next 45 minutes in this roundtable.
A roundtable is a presentation that every CCSC student who wants to be promoted to the next grade at CCSC has to perform at the end of the school year. They're attended by a student, that student's advisor, the student's parent or guardian, sometimes other family members, and at least one other adult. Sometimes it's a CCSC teacher, sometimes it's a member of the community, sometimes it's one of each.
Today I will be talking about who I am and how I grew as a student this year. I will also be talking about what skills I learned and developed, as well as some of the knowledge that I learned and what my goals are for the future.
The goal of the roundtable is for the student to defend what he or she learned during the school year in the same way that you would see a graduate student do in a master's or doctoral defense, and for the student to be able to publicly reflect on his or her growth. The student has to present major pieces of work that they've done during the school year in their core area classes, and they have to be able to answer a lot of very rigorous content-based questions about what they've learned in their classes.
Can I ask you to draw the structure of something, please? Mm-hmm. All right, so give me one possibility for C3, H8, O.
Okay, so we have...
There's two main places preparation happens. For the first half or so of the year, students are preparing for the roundtable in their content area classes. So they're making these artifacts, papers, and projects, and they're writing reflections on them in those classes with their main classroom teachers. And then for the second half of the school year, most of the preparation is taking place in advisory. Students are writing their roundtable letter, they're practicing their presentations, they're getting their portfolios together with all of these artifacts and reflections. We try to provide a whole lot of time for practice in advisory so that students don't have any surprises once the roundtable comes.
It looks like you did well on each of those artifacts as an assignment, is that correct?
Yes.
Can you tell me something about an assignment that you feel like you didn't do that well on this year and what you learned from it?
An assignment that I felt I did just well today. I felt that I didn't do so well in pertaining to my biology project. I had to do a food journal, which basically record as many food, what I ate, and record the carbs and the sugar amount and all the nutrient facts, and see how much I was supposed to eat compared to how much I actually ate. I didn't do so well with that project, but I learned that I need to be more determined and I need to understand the project before I even start it.
I think there are two main reasons it's important to have community members at the roundtable. One is a student-centered reason. Our biggest goal at CCSC is to prepare kids not just to get into college, but to succeed in college. And a big part of what college is having to defend what you've learned to some people you might not know very well. And that includes professors often. So we want kids to feel comfortable talking about what they've learned, talking about their schoolwork with people that they don't know. We also want the community to know what we're doing here. We're really, really proud of the work that our students and teachers do. We have an extremely high-quality teaching faculty, and so our kids turn out to be extremely high-quality scholars, and we like to show that off.
What do you think Fitzgerald says about the American dream? What's the message he's sending through The Great Gatsby?
I think Fitzgerald is trying to say that the American dream is obtainable, but we need to think about it in a way that it does not bring happiness.
I think as a school leader, you can't do this halfway. If you do want to have some sort of final exhibition or gateway or whatever you're going to call it, you need to prepare for it. You need to understand that it's probably going to take years for you to get it right. What we now know is that we have to do extensive professional development with the whole teaching staff to give people opportunities to understand the process We film roundtables. We look at those films together. We sometimes role play roundtables. We have students come in and talk with us about their roundtables so that the faculty and staff who are facilitating these exhibitions are very, very familiar with the process. It helps to solidify our team here at school. And I think that it also adds a layer of seriousness to the work and to the expectations that we have for all students.
All right, so we are going to share our feedback with Tanya now. We'll start with a round of warm feedback, and anybody can start. Things you think Tanya did well.
I think it takes a level of maturity to understand that your perception, that other people's perception of you matters.
I think that over the years, as you see students who've progressed from 7th grade on, you see a terrific progression in their ability to handle the complexity of a roundtable presentation. We've observed tremendous growth in confidence. The confidence level of students who participate in these roundtables, I think, soars. And I think the other thing that I've observed is the shock of parents and guardians who participate in these roundtables. They see their children performing in this way in a very intellectual setting. They see them responding to difficult questions, dealing with people they don't even know from the outside, from the community. And they're so impressed by that. And I think our students are thrilled to realize that they're able to do this, to master this skill set. So I think that's exciting.
I think roundtables are important because they help students acknowledge the importance of their education. During the roundtables, we're asked what was the purpose of this assignment, and we're also asked how does this relate to our everyday lives. This forces the student to reflect on whether what they're learning is actually important to them and how it is important to them.